So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Kathy Jefferson, and you can call me Dr. Jefferson, you can call me Dr. J, either one I don't really mind, but I am your psychology professor, if you will. The intro to this class is HOMO 101. In this class we will be discussing multiple things about the psychology of homosexuals and homosexuality in general. So let's get started. Alright, so our first lesson we're going to talk about is intrahomophobia. Who can tell me what homophobia is? Well, anyhow, homophobia is the fear of either homosexuals or homosexuality. Therefore, intrahomophobia is the fear within the homosexual community against homosexuality or homosexuals. Now, there are many people who experience this intrahomophobia. For example, within the gay male community, you have twinks, you have studs, you have bears, you have all of these different types of men that are classified within the homosexual community. And these men often compete between one another, if you will. For example, the twinks may have a problem with the bears. Bears are generally they're larger men, they are hairier. And then your twinks are younger, skinny, blondes. You know, the younger generation is more of a twink. The older men, or the larger men, or the more hairy men, are often considered bears. And many times there are differences between these different categories. That would be an example of intrahomophobia. Also, another example, and this is a perfect example, and I hear this a lot. Chase, who you guys know, he is a very good friend of mine, and he is also a drag queen, and he's told me multiple times that there are many gay men that dislike him for that fact that he is a drag queen. And I've asked him why, and he said, well, a lot of them have said that it's because drag queens or cross-dressers or transsexuals give gay men a bad name. He said that that's what a lot of people perceive when they think of a homosexual male, is that they think of a man prancing around in a dress with makeup and nails and a wig. And therefore, you know, they do have not necessarily a hatred, but a dislike or an uncomfortable feeling towards him as a drag queen. So that is a very great example of intrahomophobia. As Alex said yesterday, he actually, said we're in the same boat. Why is it that we can't get along? Why is it that we have to bring in homophobia into our community? It doesn't make sense. We're in the same boat. Just get in oar and go. We're moving towards the same goal, the same path, and I don't understand why people don't get that concept. I do expect you guys to be taking notes. There will be a test over this. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. And we will be discussing more about this later on. So I hope you learned something from this.